Good afternoon, everybody. It's the John Ross Show for this July 13th, 2026. And it's 91 degrees out. That's a big shoot up from last Friday's temperature. It was only 83. Now it's 91. It's going to be hot all week here. And so keep cool. Watch your friends. Make sure that they have adequate hydration and their facilities are good, and you just don't need any heat problems related here. And your elderly friends and others just don't need that. It's 91 degrees out, and it's 5 o'clock too. We're going to talk today about the passing of South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. We're just going to discuss that a few moments here. And he had a lot of effects on a lot of different legislation. Well, I don't know about so much on legislation, but on policy, I should say, more than legislation. From what my brief history was of him, and he was basically foreign policy and stuff like that. I don't know of any of the legislation that he helped create. I don't know of anything along that line. But he was a big supporter of Ukraine, and he was just over in Ukraine and had talked about sanctions on Russia, which Donald Trump has not done yet. And I don't know. Oh, I think he wanted to help him with the missile situation too. Well, anyway, he was a big supporter of Ukraine, and Ukraine will miss Senator Lindsey Graham. And he sort of had hawkish things. I would say he was supportive of Israel in this war, and maybe the president listened a little too much to Lindsey on that front. I think he did, and so that was a problem. Now, Lindsey came home and then didn't feel too well on Saturday evening, and he had an aortic breakage or disconnection there, and it caused his cardiac arrest, and then he passed on Saturday night. And so there's been a lot of talk since he passed about things about his legacy, of course, and who's going to replace him. Well, we got some of these things worked out now, some of them. Now, Senator Graham is from South Carolina, so the governor of South Carolina can appoint someone for the rest of his term. And then they're going to have a special election to pick the nominee for the upcoming fall election. And I think I heard it was August 11th, I believe, when they're going to have that nominating primary in South Carolina. Until then, they were appointed Graham's sister, Darlene Graham Nordun. She's 62. She's going to replace Lindsey Graham for the next months till early January of 2027. She's going to fill out the rest of his term, in other words. So that's sort of what's happening, and President Trump wanted her to be in that position, but I think others maybe did too. Probably, maybe she knows about something about consistency and maybe would keep the seat warm there for a while. And so she was appointed today to that job of filling out the term as U.S. Senator from South Carolina. And it's really a privilege there. Now, along that line, Trump kept throwing out today, but he wants that SAVE Act. I'm going to call it the SAVE, not the Save American Act. I'm going to call it the Save Trump Act. This is an effort to save Trump's and Republican Party from disaster in the fall. This is what it is. They're trying to depress the voting. And I think this is a sad thing that our country is going to go down, wants to go down this route. There's nothing saved America about it. It's just a way to coerce people to it'll just drive down the numbers of voting. And we want more people to vote, not less. Of course, we want citizens, we want the right people, that is true. But there's no proof that there was any wrong people voting. It's illegal voter, no. So that's a fallacy that Trump has been pushing for years, and he's looking also about the 2020 election that was stolen. Hey, Donald, admit you lost. You're a loser. You lost that one, and Joe Biden beat you, brother. And he won't admit that, but Joe Biden beat the guy. And so Lindsey is passed now, and so he was 71, Lindsey was. And then Trump wants to tag along with the Save American Act on Lindsey. It's sad. Like I said, Lindsey's sister's coming in, and that'll be interesting to see what she'll do. So that's what's happening with Lindsey Graham. He just passed away this weekend. He was 71 years old, and it's pretty shocking to a lot of people. So, Lindsey Graham, we wish you and your family, and we'll be praying and trying to hope for the better there, even though I disagreed with you on probably 95% of what you were doing. But I do appreciate your work for Ukraine, and that is very important. So, Senator Lindsey Graham passing away at age of 71. So that's what happened there. And now we got to get back to our gas story. Oh, yes, we always got to talk about gas. Now, right now it's sort of stabilized. I want to bring up some pricing. It's from last week. It's down a few cents. I don't know. This is current. I don't know. I know the crude just popped up, so I don't know what. This is from Gas Buddy. We can see it's $4.15 in Cook County here in Illinois. In Kane, it's almost 407, 4065. And then in Illinois, it's just about 405, 4051. And then the U.S. is 382. That's just a little down. It was last Friday, it was, I think, 385. So it's pretty stable right now, the pricing, but a lot of people think it's going to go up. I think the analysis would be it's not really going to drop too much here. And there's a lot of other factors here about the supply limitations. are going to cause more problems. So that's our gas story today. It's basically stable right now, pretty much across the country. So we're going to keep working on bringing in guests, and I hope we'll have a guest with us soon, some guests in the next days here. And we got to keep just vigilant for our community and what's happening out there. And so I'm just going to bring up just a reminder here about what's happening. So we'll see you back on Wednesday, everybody. Yep, yep. So for right now, I'm just going to say what do we say now? What should I say? Should I say? Well, I'll just say, where did my bye-bye go? I lost my bye-bye, but on my cue, I lost my bye-bye. So for right now, we'll see you then on Wednesday. So we'll just say, for the John Ross Show here, we'll see you then on Wednesday. So God bless everybody. We'll see you Wednesday. So bye-bye now. Have a good rest of the day and keep yourself hydrated and get that air conditioner in the proper condition, proper condition for the air conditioner. Just keep yourself cool here. We don't want any health problems because of the heat. So and remember about your friends and family that way. So thank you again for visiting here for a few moments, and we'll talk again more on these things again. So God bless. We'll see you then on Wednesday. Bye-bye now.